So here we have Roxie. We are at Forest Park working on leash walking. Nice loose leash. She goes out in front of me. I'll tell her easy, let her hit the end of it. And then I'll take a treat to my left side and get that slack in the leash before we continue walking. Good girl. Gonna use those positive marker words when she looks at me. Good girl. It's great handler focus she's having. Let her stop. Good girl. This way. Using that turn this way when cueing in the focus or changing direction. This way. Good girl. Yes, good job. If she walks a little behind me, that's perfectly fine. I'd much rather her step behind me rather than a step ahead of me. Again, nice loose leash. Never going to use that leash to reposition her, so if she went out in front of me, I'm not going to pull her back to my left side. So she hit the end of the leash is taut. Going to wait it out. In this situation, I would never pull her with the leash to put her where I want her. So when she's kind of sitting down, kind of content, I'm going to take a treat. Roxie. And show her I got something good. There we go. And then bring her back to my left side with that treat. Good girl. She's doing really, really great on this outing. Had to pause the video because someone came up to greet her. And I didn't want to be recorded. That's fine. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Again, so I'm not going to reposition her. So if Roxie went out in front of me, giving her a heads up before she hits the end of that leash. And when she goes to the wrong side, taking that treat and bring her to the correct side. Good girl. This way. Showing her I got good treats. Good job. So the reason we don't reposition puppies with the leash is we don't want it to be that we're teaching them to pull harder. So if I sat there pulling Roxie to my left side because she was out in front of me or losing focus, I'm actually teaching her to pull harder because it becomes like a game of tug of war. And we don't want that. We want to set her up for the best success. And by doing so, we're just going to make sure that we use those treats to reposition her and never the leash. Good girl. Like I said, her walking a step or two behind me is much better than her being out in front of me. Doing great. Coming up to another LML puppy. Leave it. Good girl. Good job. This way. Gonna keep that focus with these treats. Roxie wants to go say hi. Like I said, it's another LML dog, so she knows who it is. Good girl. She's definitely a little distracted. Gonna keep it positive though. So I'll tell her sit. Good girl. And just regain that focus by having her work. Down. Good job. Good job. This way. Good girl. Easy. And again, just bring her back to my left side. This way. Good girl. This way. Good job. Good girl. Again, just always using those treats and never the leash to refocus her or reposition her. I never want it to be that I'm teaching her to pull harder. And I want to keep it positive. Easy. Goes on in front of me. Gonna do the same thing. Take that treat. Show her I got it. Or, since right now she's kind of protesting is what I like to call it, just turn directions on her this way. And because now I'm walking in the opposite direction. Good girl. So if you can use that treat to put her back to your left side, that's the best. Easy. Or turn it around quickly. This way. Good girl. This makes it where she has to cue and focus because you're changing direction. Whoops, you got a green there. Good girl. Good job. girl. She's doing really good with this, and she's doing great on this outing. Like I said, she got to greet somebody. We just had to stop recording because they didn't want to be recorded. So she wants to go to those other dogs. We're just going to keep walking. Good girl. Not going to pull her or anything like that. We're just going to change my body language, turn my eyes away from her, and show her that I'm walking in this direction. Tell her sit. Good girl. Tell her she sees people. Roxie, get that focus back down. Good girl. Actually going to do a stay. So we're just going to put her right back into that down position. Tell her stay. So just going to put her right back in the same spot, same position. Down. Good girl. Stay. And just make sure we follow through no matter what setting we're in. She's doing great with all of her commands. I'm very happy with where Roxie is with her training. After this, I'm going to have her do a sit stay as well. Good girl. Okay. Okay. Yes, good job. And then she's already in a sit. Gonna get her attention. Stay. Broad open hand. Good girl. Stay. Just getting that focus back. Good girl. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Yes. Good job. Good job. So this is Roxie at Forest Park, working on leash walking, her sit stay and down stay in a different type of environment, and she's doing great with all of it.